So, hello everyone, and welcome back. Or for the first time, if you have clicked on that link and are watching, I'm talking about item not as described, eBay returns, and the positive news that's come out of eBay 2025 in the USA that they're making some changes from October. As far as I'm aware, it's only in the States at the moment. So, hopefully, these changes, which I think are good and are very welcome and much needed, will be making their way across the pond and over into eBay UK as soon as possible, for as far as I'm concerned. So the first big one is if you sell something as is or with no returns in the USA, they're actually bringing down the return window. There's obviously always got to be a window for distance selling on returning from 30 days to actually only 3 days. Now that makes a bit of a tongue in cheek of no returns, but it allows the mandatory statutory buyer protection for distance selling, I believe, or something along those lines. But it means that nobody can sit on the item for 14 days, try and see if they can fix it, make a bad job, have realised they've underestimated their skill set and can't fix it, and then open a return case 14 days later saying item not as described. Now, to double down on this, they're actually toughening up the item not as described procedure. So now photographic evidence and a clear definition of what the item is wrong with it or how it deviates from what the description says or the photos show is now required. So they're actually toughening up on the item not as described criteria, which I think is good because it will never be perfect. And there'll be some of you shouting at that there's always going to be scammers and there's always going to be people that will put the exact weight of uncooked rice in a box to fill the postage and send it back to you to say you sent that item out. But they've got to provide photographic evidence and also a clear description. Now, if they're doing all this and they're putting all this in place, I would imagine eBay are going to be starting to keep a lot smarter tracking of people that return item not as described. So they're two positive things that are coming out. And also, they are looking at adapting and changing some categories so that a buyer will not be able to return under buyer remorse. I would imagine that's been pushed by a lot of clothing manufacturers and things that are always returned because it's a different shade of black. But again, it's helping sellers. So what do you think? Do you think they should be introduced into the UK as soon as possible? Do you think we should be taking them October? Or do you think we should let them bed down in eBay USA and we'll take them hopefully as soon as possible and ready for the festive period of selling? Let me know. As always, please leave your comments below.